Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4 hour time frame and looking at the bullish structure first, in which we would have this as a 1, 2, let's change the color here, as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into a wave A. Again, A wave just because the higher time frame expectations I have. Of course, this could be a wave 1, but until proven otherwise, I'm still sticking with this being an A wave. Again, this is a 5-way structure that would be a start of something of an impulse wave structure, and we would be looking for a partner leg for that one pivoted from here. So it is very much of a possibility that this, whatever this is going to be, if this turns out to be a 5-way structure, it is going to be a wave 1 of that C wave, looking for the pullback, and this is definitely again very much of an area of interest to going along higher. Again, we'll look into that later on this video, how this structure here looks. But that is the bull case. Bear case is this one, in which we have this as a 3-way structure, 3 ways into X, another 3-way structure into wave Y here, and yeah, that's a 3-way structure. And now possibly we have created another connector here to continue us higher here, pivoting us, creating this kind of structure over here. Of course, it is not as bullish as the other scenario. However, we can get some kind of similar targets there as well, and climb, of course, correctively. Now, check out the middle part here. This was one of the scenarios, not really, this is probably the worst one I got at the moment here. Again, 5 ways into wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 does not really fit into too well as a 5-way structure. It is not a 5-way structure looking like, or it doesn't really resemble one. It is possible to get 5 ways in there, so that's why I had even a possibility, but again, it does not really look like one. Also, the third wave here is smaller than wave 1 here. It makes it less likely to be a 5-way structure overall, so that's why I don't really prefer this one either. Let's check out the other ones that I prefer. This is the WXYXZ count, in which itself, again, as a triple correction, it is very much more rare in itself. However, it kind of fits into this idea. ABC into W, 3-way structure into X, and then another WXY into wave Y, and then triangle on X, and then a potential 3-way structure here on wave Z. I feel like it fits a bit better, although again, this Z wave here is not too comparable to wave W here, because again, of the size of this, even this wave A here is very much so massive in comparison to this wave Z that it doesn't really have the right look in here. So what options do we have left? I think this one, in which we have again this as an A, B and C structure. We have the potential of having this as that 3-way structure I showed you on that impulse wave count, where I had that 3 down here, and instead we could just have this as an ABC, an ending account there. This would end a wave W here. Of course, it could be a wave A as well, but again, the point is that we have a count starting from here, ending in here, and this would be the first structure to come. In here, we would label this as an ABC, as an expanded flat, and have this as some kind of a targeting. Let's take a look at what we are targeting. Maximum would be 2.618, which we are very close to, so we need to be careful still here. If that 2.618 breaks, then I would not be interested in this anymore. We have hit the 2.236 at the moment, so that is still fine. It is very extended, however, we need to be realizing that. We do have this order block here that is currently holding the price down, so if we are again breaking this order block, that is breaking the 2.618 as well, and at that point I don't think that this is any more likely at all. We do have the 0.5 here on the retracement of W as wave as well here, so that is giving us some more confidence that this could be something here that is done. The only thing that I don't like about this is how high this wave X is on RSI. We have taken out everything before it with the impulse impulse structure here, so that would favor more of the bullish scenarios in which we would have this as a complete structure down here, and this would be a count on its own starting from these lows. But again, multiple different projections and possibilities for sure. Let's take a look at the ABC count first here from the lows. Again, I don't think this is very likely just because of the extensions here. Again, A compared to that C wave is already very small, this A wave, and the C wave is very extended, even to the 2.236. Anything beyond the 1.6 minute, again, if we are comparing these structures, is starting to favor the more bullish count, which is again 1, 2, 3. And that is definitely something that I'm tracking way more of at this very moment. Again, 5 waves in wave 1, 3-way pullback in wave 2, very good looking in itself. Again, this actually retraced quite a bit further than in Bitcoin. We actually went, let's see, did we get the golden pocket? No, we did not. Between the 0.5 and the 618. So yeah, just around there anyway, is very good looking in my opinion as a wave 1, 2, way better than in Bitcoin. But in any case, what we had here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, or at least that's what I've labeled it as, and then another 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, 5. We have to note that this was a very much of a wick here, potentially the third, having the highest RSI as well. Again, RSI is counted or calculated on the closing price, so if this wick is not even contained within this RSI here on 15 minutes. Let's check out if that is actually visible on smaller time frames. No, not really, because again the close is down here, 1479. So yeah, it does not really matter which time frame we are looking at. But the idea is that we had a third wave up in here, which is again part of this. And then wave 4 is already complete, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not very best or very good looking 5-way structure in here. This is starting to remind that there is some kind of topping pattern forming here overall, but at this very moment it does still fit into the idea that we have exactly the same structure we have on Bitcoin as well. However, Bitcoin is way less bullish. Exact same structure here on smaller time frame as well onto this possible wave 4 already complete. I don't think that it is complete. We did not really hit the 23.6, did we? Actually we did. I had that put wrong. Let's see. Yeah, it actually did hit the 23.6% retracement, which is again the first target for any wave 3s, oh sorry, wave 4s. However, again, in time is kind of small. So we'll see how it turns out. Again, if we are comparing it to this wave 4, it is, I think it is still smaller in price. Yeah, it is. So I feel like this might be the first structure of this wave 4. Of course, this could be already complete, and then now we would be looking for that wave 5. However, on Bitcoin, I don't think that is very likely. So most likely they are very, very similar. So what I would be expecting is 3-way structure like so, and then depending on how high this gets to potentially into that flat territory, expanded flat even, and then 5-way structure coming down. And yeah, this is the previous wave 4. Anything beyond or below the 1447, which is again the 0.5 retracement of that third move, is making this, or making me think that this whole structure is already done and I've just mislabeled this, because again, wave 4s generally don't go beyond the 0.5. Also, what we have there is this previous wave 4, which is again giving us more confluence, where that shifts our bias more to the downside again if we are breaking these lows. But unlike Bitcoin, where we have this as an ABC, we would be creating this as the third, only the third basically, and then look for that fourth and then fifth. But yeah, that is definitely a interesting area to look at if we are going to be getting this last fifth leg here or not. That is something that I'm not expecting on Bitcoin, but here it might be very much more true. Well, I think that is pretty much all the expectation I have for Ethereum at this very moment. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes, link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of the day. See you in the next video, bye bye.